Factory black Survivor 1978 Ford Bronco factory freewheeling package. Let's take it for a test drive. Have a really unique and a very interesting vehicle for y'all today. So this is a Survivor 1978 Ford Bronco Ranger XLT factory freewheel package, factory black, and loaded to the 9 with pretty much every option you could get on one of these. It retains its numbers matching 400, backed by the C6 3-speed automatic transmission, power steering, power disc brakes, and factory AC. I don't want to say that it is a full-blown project, but this vehicle, when it came to me, it had been sitting for about 25 or so years. We did some simple stuff to get it up and running to make it go up and down the road. My guess is you're probably going to want to go through the mechanicals, refresh the motor, go through the transmission, kind of go through all the systems on it. As you can see, we're cruising at 55 miles an hour right now, and it does run and drive down the road nice. It is the original 400. You could upgrade it to a different style motor if you want to, but it is the verified numbers matching 400 to the truck. The AC is not working, but it is all there. And this truck is just absolutely kick-ass front to back with all the options. Factory interior outside of the headliner looks like it's been replaced, and same thing with the carpet's been redone. The factory seat covers, there's a couple little splits on the driver's seat here and the little seam or a little tear on the seat back, a little spot over there on the passenger seat. But for being original interior, it's extremely clean, and I classify it as a Survivor style interior. You got the console. You have a lot of really cool factory options in here. You got the cassette under the dash. You have a Ford CB radio, which is a factory option for this pickup, or I guess this Bronco, excuse me. Dual spotlights. You have a locking hood release. You have the fog lights. You have tilt. You have cruise. Just pretty much everything you're going to want to option, except for obviously manual windows, manual locks. I'm guessing you could probably special order one back in the day with those, but that's something that I don't personally care about. The guy that bought this thing brand new, his name's on the dash. I'm not going to mention it in the video, but they bought it brand new, and apparently it was his pride and joy. He bought it, put it on their hunting lease, and it was specifically used out on the hunting lease. They were very adamant that it was an 18,000 mile truck. I have no way to prove that that is accurate. Judging by the backstory and how solid and original it is, and then along with the story that the truck sat for 25 years underneath the carport, that's why it's weathered like it is. I could see that being original miles, but again, I don't have a way to 100% verify it. But just a really cool truck. A couple disclaimers on it. Again, being that it does need some restoration work, the reverse lights, the horn, dash lights, the right turn signal indicator, the heat and AC have weak airflow and the AC is not getting cold. The parking brake doesn't work, and then that rear window needs some assistance going all the way up and down. It does have its project aspects to it, but it is a freaking just super cool Bronco, being that it is factory black, a factory freewheel package truck. I have the Marty report. I have the original Ford invoice or window sticker with it, so just really cool options. Take a look at my Does It Work section. It is posted on the website pcclassiccars.com within the additional informations tab. There will also be photos of all the imperfections on the truck, but it is a Survivor, so cosmetically very original outside of wheels and tires. So it's got its nicks, flaws, faded paint. It sat underneath the carport for 25 years, so it's got its age to it, but it's got amazing patina and just awesome Bronco, being factory black, factory freewheel package truck with all the graphics, which are all original. You'll see the weathering of the paint kind of all the way around the Bronco. Hardtop's in excellent shape. It is also optioned with the factory roof rack and the luggage rack spoiler on the very back. It has your rear bumper with factory installed steps on it to get up to the luggage rack, which is super rare and super cool. We're cruising it at 60 miles an hour right now, and it drives down the road just absolutely awesome. Underneath, super solid, very original inner rockers, floors, frame itself. Everything on the bottom is very clean and very rust-free, outside of some surface corrosion, which you're gonna get for a truck that is this age. Even for one that's sat, you're gonna get some surface rust. All of your suspension and steering components appear to be original and do have some age to it. Front and rear sway bars. Four-wheel drive works like it should. On the exterior, it is a factory code A Raven Black freewheel edition package. So you got the yellow graphics, so you have the removable hardtop, The paint is original. It's got its faded spots. It's got absolutely amazing patina on it. I would never repaint this truck, but if someone wanted to do a full restoration, you could. But to me, the originality of this thing with how it is patinaed, it just looks awesome. The white painted wheels, the BFG tires all the way around look great. Doors open and close, awesome. No rust on the bottom of the inside of the doors. It's very solid. Bottom of the quarter panels, bottoms of the fenders all look great. Road feel is awesome. You do have a little bit of play in the steering, which you're going to get with any four-wheel drive vehicle. But for one that sat for as long as this one did and still retains all of the original suspension, it drives just killer. A lot of the bushings do have some cracking and some age to it. They're probably the original ones to the truck. Again, when something sits for that long, rubber pieces, wear items, they're just going to deteriorate from it just being sitting in the same spot for 20 plus years. But again, the guy that bought this brand new, it was his pride and joy until he died. And then unfortunately the family, they put it under a carport and it just sat there. Just really unfortunate, but the life that the truck lived, sitting outside getting this patina, just kind of adds to it, I guess. I wish it was still very original and bright original paint, no issues, but that's not the case with this one. It lived the life that it did. It was cherished by the original owner until he passed, and then it just sat, and when vehicles sit, they just kind of deteriorate. But this is a great truck for someone to do some restoration work if you want to, kind of upgrade some of the mechanicals, go through some systems to make it a regular driver. Obviously, we're putting about 15 or so miles on it right now, or 10 miles or so, whatever I'm going to drive it here. Just a killer truck, absolutely awesome options. I have never owned one or seen one that has more options than this truck, and it being factory black, it's just killer. There's nothing else to say other than this thing is just absolutely awesome. You get tons of looks. I think the patina is really cool, and I'm not a patina guy. I always prefer shiny, really nice paint, but this one, it's just very unique, very, very cool, and I'll never own another one like this. It's just so cool. Engine bays all very factory, very clean. Again, you have this locking mechanism up underneath the dash that you got to use to unhook it from in here, and then you have your secondary release on the outside of the truck. The back tailgate latch is kind of funky and needs some restoration, but the spare tire swings open and close, the front doors open and close like they should. All of the glass appears to be original outside of the windshield. That's been replaced and is extremely easy to see out of. The rear view mirror's got some haziness to it. Your visors are in good shape. All of your weather stripping and rubber on the truck appears to be original, so expect that to have some age as well. But I can't get over how well this thing drives. I mean, I'm cruising it right now, and the road feels very comfortable. It's not beating me to death going down the road. You have your interior roll bar here. You have the gun racks mounted on the inside of the hardtop in the back. The back seat is crazy. It looks like no one ever sat back there. It looks brand new. I love the interior on these. I love like the cloth inserts. Dash itself is great. Gauges are super easy to read. The dual spotlights are super cool. Just a really, really cool truck. That temperature, we're not overheating at all. It's actually staying pretty nice and cool. Voltage gauge, it's not really moving all that much, but the speedo's working, odometer's rolling. As always, I'm Mike. This is a 1978 Ford Bronco Ranger XLT factory freewheel package, factory black, absolutely killer truck. And from myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars, we appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out the additional informations tab on the website, pcclassiccars.com, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks again for watching.